Start your day with the right choice. Body Aqua Fitness, the purity your body needs. Introducing Body Aqua Fitness, a pure drink with no unnecessary additives. No sugar, no sodium, no caffeine, just healthy hydration and natural energy. For your body, for your health, and for a balanced lifestyle, choose Body Aqua Fitness.
Body Aqua, all the yum without the tum.
You're live with Alvin After Dark, brought to you by Auto Lease Direct. Look at that 4219 Merrick Road in Massapequa, New York. So if you're in the market to get a new lease car, new car, give those guys a call, 516-442-4141. Also brought to you by Body Aqua. We got a Body Aqua this week.
Body Aqua.
Body Aqua, Body Aqua. It's a fitness beverage, metabolic boosting, diabetic friendly, vegan friendly, no caffeine, no colors, no electrolytes. What's going on? How you feeling, man?
Feel good, man.
It was a beautiful day today.
This says no weight loss support.
That's right.
I'm gonna drink those.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, today was beautiful. Weather
day.
was great.
Beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yes. Especially for a person like me, I work outside, so
that's right.
All conditions gear. That's
right. First, listen, we want to say thank you all for tuning in. If you're tuning in, I always want to thank y'all for tuning in. But big shout out to Natasha. We got the book. So I was able to attend her book signing. I got there last minute. I was on military duty, but I want to share some things. Acts of War. Once again, there it is. So we was able to get the book. And that's us again. Like I said, I was on military duty. So after military duty, I shot right over there to make sure I was able to hang out with her just for a little bit. And let me tell you, the experience, unbelievable.
Yeah.
So what happened was
where was it held at?
It was in Queens.
Okay.
It was in Queens at a church, and she's a minister, she pastors. So we were able to check out the book, and I got there late, and the last hour, and it was an amazing event because it was some audience participation, and at the end of the event, we were able to. We had our name tags on. And every name tag had a little orange. I had orange.
Okay.
The orange circle, pink circle, and blue circle. And then all those people with the same color had to go together, break her up in groups.
Okay.
And as you're breaking up in the group, you had to hold hands, and each person had to pray for each other. So you're praying for each other who are just strangers. And it was the most coolest thing in the world. It was nice. It was some good spiritual therapy.
Okay.
It was definitely good spiritual therapy. And what was also cool about it.
Glad you enjoyed it.
No, I really did. And I'm looking forward to reading the book. She wrote to Alvin, may your feet lead you to the promises of God. Natasha, what'd she write for you?
Natasha, first and foremost, thank you. Thank you for the signing. To Rico, it's time to awaken to more. I love that.
That's right. And so as we were praying with the strangers in the room, I had two older ladies who were ministers.
Okay.
So I said, the first lady, she prayed first. She had a nice, very emotional and vibrant prayer. So it was my turn. So she looked at me. We opened up our eyes. She looked at me. It was your turn. I said a prayer. And after we all prayed,
wait, what was your prayer?
I don't remember. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember. I said, Heavenly Father, thank you for being here today. And putting me in the presence of these two wonderful women.
Nice.
And please bless their hearts and their spirit and guide them through each day and look over them and their health and just things like that. Because I noticed one of them was wobbly.
You sound like a prayer warrior.
So thank you. So at the end of the prayer, at the prayer, right?
Mm-hmm.
She says to me, they both looked at me and goes, are you a pastor? I said, is this my raspy voice? She goes, no. She goes, it's your presence.
Yes.
That's what she said. She said, it's your presence. So
I told you, the people's champ.
No doubt. So once again, big shout out to Natasha. Acts of War. It is strategic prayer manual for believers. And it looks like it's going to be definitely a good book at rules of engagement and learning how to pray and standing in the truth of sons and key answers to prayers. So I'm looking forward to reading the book, Rules of Engagement, Scriptures on Prayer. honoring him as a king, the value of prayer. So it's all about self-love, self-fulfillment.
Yes.
So I am looking forward to doing that. And listen, in entertainment news, we're gonna go straight into entertainment news because we have a very interesting topic this evening, a comical topic this evening. In entertainment news, someone sent me some videos, a video of Omarion. So is that video up of Omarion? We got a picture of Omarion, and it's interesting.
The boobs?
Yeah, the boobs, the boobs. The boobs.
Omarion, is that you? Diabolical. My man came out with the straight up A cup. Omarion, ain't no way you going city to city with some Tiggo bitties. Some fans will rub your arm. Some fans will caress your back. Some fans will want to hug you. Boy, if you jump in that crowd, it's going to be women sucking them titties. What have you been eating that caused you to have gynecomastia? Omarion been eating them Wendy's Biggie bags. You been eating them double stacks, Omarion, with the strawberry Fanta and nuggets. You been eating the Biggie's bag with the strawberry Fanta and nuggets. What happened to the ice box where your heart used to be? What happened? It ain't that bad, but I just want you involved in the gym. I ain't gonna lie, you looking a little swoller in the areola. After this Millennium Tour, we're gonna do a couple push-ups, couple sit-ups, couple curls, and you gonna be straight. We're gonna get rid of them pizza slices on your body is what I'm saying, Omar. Because right now you got the pizza slices with the pepperoni nibbles, and I don't like what I'm seeing, bro. It's diabolical. All I'm saying is, if I come to the Millennium Tour, I don't want nothing to remind me of breastfeeding babies, okay? Bump, bump, bump. You got served.
So
Omar.
someone sent me that, and I want to read some of the comments because comments, you go straight to the comments.
Yeah,
so someone
absolutely.
says, looking like a stud in transition. Someone says, shaking my head at the bashing. Y'all bodies are not perfect. Strawberry Fanta is wild. Someone said he's a 36 A cup. Someone says, why he got a broad tan? Why he got a broad tan lines though? Someone says swollen in the areola.
Yeah, that was funny. That was a good one.
Yes. So
Swole
we're gonna make fun of you if you as entertain. We're gonna make fun of entertainers. We're gonna make fun of everybody. We're gonna poke fun at everyone. So we once again we're gonna poke fun at you. The next, in other entertainment news, our president. Let's just look at the clip.
No more Washington, D.C. I hate it. It makes no sense. They call it the District of Columbia. It's got nothing to do with Columbia. It's nowhere near Columbia. From now on, it will be Washington, D.A. District of America. No more of this Colombian nonsense.
I don't think he knows why Washington D.C. is called Washington D.C. Do you know why?
Actually, I don't know why it's DC.
I'm going to tell you. Well, here's what it is. So here's some of the comments. This is First District of America. No, District of America, then Gulf of America. Isaac Neutron. Daylight Saving Times. He's a damn genius. It says now we know why we're getting rid of the Department of Education. It did not work for him. Don't look at me. I didn't vote for him. Where is his case manager? So if you're, hey Tamara, what's going on? If you don't know why Washington D.C. is called Washington D.C., there's this thing called Google. Maybe you should Google it. But the reason why it's called Washington D.C. because Washington was the first president of the United States. Columbia represents quote unquote Columbus in female form for discovering America, quote unquote.
Okay.
Yeah. That's as a matter of fact.
That's 101 right there.
That's as a matter of fact. Let's. Why is Washington? Right. We're gonna listen. Called right. So apparently it pops right up. Right. So on September 9th, 1791. The three commissioners overseeing the Capitol's construction named the city in honor of President Washington. The same day, the federal district was named Columbia, a feminine form of Columbus, which was a poetic name for the United States commonly used at the time. And that's why it's called Washington, D.C., District of Columbia.
Nice, Alvin.
So if you don't know, and now you know, but that is why. So listen, we're gonna get into some meat and potatoes part of the show. I know we got a couple of videos left, but we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes part of the show. So the meat and potatoes part of the show is: does anyone know what a foodie call is?
We've all had them.
LA, you know what a foodie call is?
I do not.
Really? Okay, so let's take a look at what a foodie call is. A foodie call refers to the act of someone, typically a woman, accepting a date with someone they are not romantically interested in, solely for the purpose of obtaining a free meal.
Have you had one of those, LA?
I had a girl who might have done that to me when I was on a dating site.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's what a foodie call is. A foodie call is when
That's funny.
you are on a site, and what happens is you're on a date with someone, and someone calls you and they want to eat. It's called a foodie call. So the foodie call is that. And it's interesting because apparently, if you don't know, there is 33% of women have admitted to going on a foodie call.
I think there's more than 33%.
Reportedly, 33% of women have gone on a foodie call. So, if you don't know what a foodie call, I'm going to read it to you again. A foodie call refers to an act of someone, typically a woman, accepting a date with someone they are not romantically interested in, solely for the purpose of obtaining a free meal. But it goes deeper than that. So it's go ahead.
No, I'm just saying they want to secure a free meal.
They want to secure a free meal. They definitely want to secure a free meal. So let's look at some of the things, right? So here's a more detailed explanation as per the facts that we found.
Okay.
Definition of foodie call is a date where someone, often a woman, pretends to be interested in a potential romantic partner to gain a free meal. So how many fellas have had a foodie call? I'm sure several. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course. So what do you do?
Yay or nay? Are you hungry? If we're both hungry, let's do it. But if it's a habitual type of thing,
yeah,
start, no, I'm good. I ate.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on the person too. If you enjoy their company, good energy.
Okay, so let's look at the motivation. The primary motivation behind a foodie call is to secure a free meal.
Yes.
Rather than a genuine desire for a relationship.
For potential romantic relationship.
Exactly. So you have people who are either women, because it's women who are doing it, who are
Have you ever done a foodie call?
Probably years
Have
ago.
You ever reversed it?
No, I never reversed it. I've never reversed a foodie call, but yeah, years ago, I will tell you this. Yes. So as a matter of fact, that's how long ago it was, because I had the Nissan Stanza under the Eden Wall. That's how long ago this was.
Okay.
And there was a Nissan Stanza. I don't even remember what car I had, but I know I had a car. It could have been, I don't even know. But anyway, we went to a diner. Me and Kev. You met Kev before. You know who it is if you see who he is.
Okay.
So me and Kev, these young ladies called up Kevin, and we picked. He says, let's go to this diner. We went to the diner, and I said, Kevin, I don't have that much money on me. So they're ordering, and they're ordering shrimp cocktail, Hennessy at a diner. Mm-hmm. We are at a diner ordering this stuff.
At the Royal Coach?
You know where we were? The diner on Gun Hill Road when it was open.
Royal Coach.
No, that's not. No, is it Royal Coach on Boston Road?
Yeah,
no,
Gun Hill.
This one's on. No.
Yeah, on the cross.
Oh, it's right. Baychester. No.
No, that's Baychester Diner.
Okay, so this was the other diner on Gun Hill Road down before we get on the Parkway in 95.
Got it.
Yeah.
Right about that 95. Okay.
Exactly. So these well, yeah, I had like 21, 22. Mm-hmm. They're ordering, because I could drink at the time. So yeah, but they're ordering like Hennessy, shrimp cocktail, fettuccine Alfredo. I can't remember, and I walked out.
You walked out.
I walked out.
Well, it was on you. The chat.
Well, they must thought it was on me, but I left.
Did you excuse yourself? You just
No, I got up and left.
You just
I
walked
left.
out?
Because Kev was like, what's going on? I said, Kev, I'm not paying for this.
Right.
I said, they're trying to get a free meal.
Man.
And they was trying to get a free meal.
Trying to get an expensive free meal.
Like, at a diner.
Mm-hmm. Give me the best of everything.
At a diner.
For everybody.
When you're in your early 20s, what are you getting at a diner? Cheeseburger deluxe.
Right.
You're getting a sandwich.
Pancakes.
Tuna melt, pancake,
Right.
bacon and eggs.
Keep it simple, right?
You're not ordering shrimp cocktail and fettuccine Alfredo and Hennessy and I left. So listen.
They thought, huh?
So it's crazy, right? So researchers at Azusa Pacific University have studied the phenomenon, finding a significant portion of women surveyed admitted to engaging in foodie calls. So let's go back to men. Is this to stroke the ego of a man, being in the presence of someone just to take them out, have a meal?
Sometimes you could be that into her that, yeah, it's whatever. You want to eat, you want to go out, you want to go to, whatever she wants, he's going to try to accommodate because he's so into her, thinking that it may lead to something by the end of the night.
Exactly, obviously. So the lines are crossed because, here it is, women are taking advantage of the situation, the fact that this man is attracted to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she's using that, to her advantage, say, listen, you know what, I'm really not interested in you, but being the fact that you called me and I'm hungry, I'll take you up on the offer. That's what she's thinking in the head.
But drop me off as soon as we're done.
Exactly. Drop me at my girlfriend's house.
Yeah, now you've been at home. Drop me at this guy's
house.
Drop me
on the corner. Drop me on the corner. Listen, if you're just tuned in, you're live with Alvin After Dark, and we're brought to you by Orderly's Direct. And we're talking about women who just have a foodie call. You've never heard of foodie call. It's a phenomenon. Big phenomenon what's going on right now. And a foodie call refers to the act of someone who typically is a woman accepting a date with someone they are not romantically interested in, solely for the purpose of obtaining a free meal. So right now, a lot of women, 33% of women are admitting that they are going out with men just to get food. So we have people on TikTok hanging out with us right now. We live on Facebook, live on TikTok. So
everybody,
listen, we're talking about it. If you have any comments, please comment. Have you any men? Have you experienced a foodie call, or women? Have you gone out with a man just to get a free meal? It's okay to admit it. It's all right.
They probably got a daily man.
This is a judgment-free zone. We listen and we do not judge.
A man every day of the week.
Listen, that's another topic because over 50% of women have a Plan B man, which is a fact. And MSNBC News did a study on that. CBS News did a study on it. CNN did a study on it. The fact that over 50% of women have a Plan B man. That's another show, another topic for another day. But we're talking about
Tune in.
Exactly. Tune in. But we're talking about women who have a booty call. It's called a foodie call. So you know all about the foodie call, right? So let's talk about some other things. Personality traits of having a foodie call. The personality trait is the study suggests that individuals who engage in foodie calls may exhibit psychopathic behavior. So women, if you psychopathic behavior, narcissism, they have a dark triad, Machiavellianism.
You know what Machiavelli is, right? They disappear after the meal.
Exactly. They disappear after the meal, which is crazy. So those are some of the things that the traits that women exhibit who just want to hang out with you just to get a free meal, right? Just get a free meal. So let's look at gender roles, right? So, and mind you, these are all facts. These are all studies that have, it's to a point where they've done the research to the point where if you Google it, everything pops up of how much women are doing this. And they're saying it's a new phenomenon, but it's becoming more and more, I guess, common now. Because listen, we live in a day and age where everyone wants, there's social media. They want to be on, they want to be seen, they want to be taken out to the nicest places. We've been out where we've seen couples at restaurants where the girl is constantly displaying the food on her social media. She's taking pictures. She's not even paying no attention to the person who she's with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how can you actually go out with someone, not be engaging and not enjoy the company, but yet you're just saying yes to the date?
But
So,
you know that, like as you said, it's the norm now.
exactly. It is the norm. It definitely is the norm. It's sad because you know what? I always say this, even though the phenomenon is called a foodie call versus a booty call, get free food. What's going on is, women, you're putting yourselves in uncompromising positions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the same. It's the same as if those women who know a man's going to fly them out for the weekend, but don't want to be intimate.
Right.
Listen, listen, I'm not saying that a man is supposed to be able to do what he wants to do with you. It's your body, your choice, and doesn't give a man a right to do what he wants to do with you. But in this day and age, if a man is flying you out to pay for you, he's expecting something in return. If a man's taking you out to dinner, especially an expensive dinner, there's something he's expecting in return.
They know this,
and they know it. Once again, they stuck on stupid. They playing stupid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said,
if they can get away with it, they definitely gonna.
Of course they will. Some of our personal friends have done it.
Right. if I can do it, I'm gonna do it, and I get away with it. Why not take this trip and then?
Oh,
leave?
definitely.
Real quick, what do you think about the expensive side of the menu and the cheeseburger side of the menu? If they go to the expensive side, are you expecting something?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Well, that's not my character, so no, I don't expect.
Okay, so eat as you enjoy.
Well, you know what it is? You and I have been friends since we were kids, so we go places we can afford to go. That's one. Two, I'm not taking a woman on a date that I don't want to enjoy her company.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a fact. So if I'm going to enjoy your company, whether we're platonic or we're intimate, I'm going to enjoy myself with you. So for me, it's a little bit different. Other men, it's like, listen, I'm about to, spend. We here in the barbershop, barbershop talk. Mm-hmm. I took this chick out. I spent money on that. I expect X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. It's just a fact. It's transactional. Mm-hmm. It is transactional what we're doing. It's transactional what's going on. Hey, Unica, what's going on? I see you. Hey, Mom, what's going on? Mom's on. Tamara's on. So it's definitely transactional. Everyone on TikTok, what's going on? If you just tuned in, you're live with Alvin After Dark, and we're talking about a new phenomenon, which is called a foodie call. You remember a booty call? Now it's called a foodie call. So it's women who are going out with men who have no romantic interest whatsoever, but they just want to get fed. Mm-hmm. And once again, like I said before, you're not entitled to do anything with a man at all. Mm-hmm. That is your right. But if you're going to go out with someone, you better clear the air. Yeah. You better have said this individual, listen, we're going out as friends, X, Y, and Z. And what happens is the lines are screwed.
Yeah, they're blurred.
They're blurred. Lines are real blurred. And listen, even days, you asked me a question about what side of the menu. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you and I, we go to nice places. We like to go out. We go out with our group of friends once a month. We hang out. We go to the food events. We go out, right? And we go places we can afford to go to. And that's why I said to someone, if you're in a dating game, you have to be financially able to date one, or you know what? Let me rephrase that. You don't have to be financially able to date to a degree, because there's plenty of stuff we've done free that you can go to: food fairs, food events, street fairs. Listen, if you live in the New York City area, here's a good date for you. If you're in the New York City area, fellas, take a woman, if she loves the view, take a woman to Brooklyn. Go to Dumbo, Grimaldi's Pizza, right in that area, right? Go to that area, go to Grimaldi's Pizza. The whole pie is going to cost you less than $20, right? Get a small pie, medium pie. Then you walk down to the East River, overlooks the New York City skyline, the Brooklyn Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, walk on the cobblestone streets, go to the ice cream parlor. Get some free ice cream. I mean, not free ice cream, but get ice cream. That whole date will cost you less than $50.
Right. But that's a little more of the older type of dating.
True.
Women with the different type of values, because you can do all of that, and that's for me. That's a great date.
Exactly, that's a great date.
That's fun. It's a lot to do. I'm gonna have a good time, but it also depends on the person who you taking.
That is true.
Some people don't appreciate
because that's quality time.
Right? They don't appreciate things. They want to go to Catch. They want to go to Mr. Towels. They want to go Say Less.
Exactly.
So
Continent Brooklyn.
Yeah, Continent Brooklyn. These are the things they don't want to do, the walk and the talks and the light work. They want to go extravagant. They want to take the picture so they could post and all that.
It's funny. A Unica said, she goes, Brooklyn Bridge. She's like, damn, you took me there. Yes. And so I took,
You giving
Blow
away
me
your
up, right?
secrets, yeah,
Well,
man.
you did get down, but we grew up together, went to high school together. She came back to New York, so I make sure I take my friends who come back to New York, who don't get a chance to see the city. We take them out. I think we are just different entertainers, and we show people a good time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And if we go to other cities, we look. You and I go to Jersey, we find places to go, and people who live in Jersey
have a good time.
Exactly. People are like, oh, I've never been there before, and I live here.
Right.
No. So listen, if you're just tuned in, thanks for tuning in to Alvin After Dark, brought to you by Body Aqua and Autolease Direct. And we're talking about foodie. What is a foodie call? So you all my TikTok people, if you've never heard about what a foodie call is when it's when a woman has no romantic interest in you specifically, but she wants to go out on a date with you just to eat, just so you can feed her, just so you can fill that belly. Listen, we've seen on social media, whether they were jokes or not jokes, but on a serious side, women have ordered more food than normal because they want to feed their kids at home.
Yeah, to-go box.
To-go box.
Something they didn't even touch.
Exactly.
Because they know they're going to bring it home to someone.
Exactly.
But do you expect when you go on a date with someone, do you expect something to come out of it?
If you go on a date with someone who you are genuinely interested in, there should be an expectation of something coming out of it. And I think as young adults or guys in our age group, there needs to be a level of conversation of what's happening. And I think, people say communication is key. Communication is key, but so is comprehension.
Absolutely.
How well are you comprehending what this conversation is about? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So we can communicate as much as we want to, but are you comprehending what am I saying? What is your comprehension level to the conversation we're having?
I agree with that 1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're sitting there having a conversation. And it goes back to me flying you out. If I'm flying you out somewhere, what are we doing? What I'm flying you to XYZ. I'm taking you here. You should have had a conversation with the person you're taking out to the point where you're knowing what's going to happen, what the expectations are. And listen, and be real with someone. Listen, ladies, be real. I'm not interested in you. I don't want to go out.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to take the flight.
I'm not going to take the flight.
I know you're going to want. Reciprocation.
Or I don't want to go out to eat with you.
Right. Listen, if I take a female out, I'm not expecting nothing.
Me either.
Yeah, eat, enjoy,
have a good time. I want to get to know you.
Right. And then at the end of the night, I'll make my decision.
That's right.
If I'm going to do it again, if I'm going to see you again. But for the most part, I'm not expecting nothing.
Not at all.
Also at the same time, I'm not going to be used.
That's right. And I think that's what the foodie call is. So if you're just tuned in, we're talking about women who are doing a foodie call. Thanks everyone who's tuned in on TikTok. A lot of people viewing us right now. What's going on? You're live with Alvin After Dark, brought to you by Autolease Direct, Autolease Brokers. So in the market to get a car, give those guys a call, 516-442-4141. Also brought to you by Body Aqua, the fitness beverage. So like I said, if you're tuned in, we're hanging out. We're here every single Tuesday night, Facebook Live, TikTok Live now. We're on TikTok. Yes. And it goes in depth, right? It goes in depth as far as what. So it even tells you, the fact that it says, here's a detailed breakdown. Studies finding, a study published in Society, Personality, and Social Psychologically journal found that 33% of heterosexual women admitted to going on dates with men they were not interested in solely for a free meal. The foodie call, right? The phenomenon sometimes referred to as a foodie call can happen when money is tight. Money is tight for a woman. Money is tight. A favorite meal is unavailable or a desired restaurant is too expensive for them justifying the paying out of their own pocket.
So is the foodie call when she calls you and asks you to go eat, or is a foodie call you calling her, she's accepting, and she wants to go home afterwards?
I think the foodie call is her calling you.
Okay. So she doesn't just say, hey, let's hang out, want to get something to eat, blah, blah, blah. Does she beat around the bush or like, maybe we should do something? Here's
a rule of thumb. I think that if someone calls you, they should be the one paying, right? If I call you, listen, we're guys, we're a little different, but of course we have different relationships. Right. So like you and I always have to meet you, Tim, Paul, at the register. Either one of us is going to pay. Correct. Even with Latrell and Stacy and Mo, we have a different friendship because
Right.
those are friends. But if someone calls you to go out, they should be the one paying. But in this day and age, I've had women. Yeah, I have. Years ago, someone called me. I was like, "Oh, where you taking me tonight?"
Mm.
I ain't taking you nowhere.
Dead serious too.
And dead serious.
Mhm.
Where am I taking? She said, "Where are you taking me tonight?" I said, to club bed DJ Pillow.
Yeah, to my dreams. See you in my dreams.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, let's see who's on TikTok here. We got someone named Jesse. Jesse Alexander, what's going on?
Jesse, what's up?
We got Marcos. We got, Garciela Perez. What's going on? Ricardo, Page Man, Santos. What's up, y'all? What's going on? You're live with Alvin After Dark out of New York City. Brought to you by Orderlies Direct. Hanging out. We're talking about what a foodie call is. We're here every single Tuesday night, and we're discussing, what women are doing. Who's hanging out over here? We got Tamara Janika.
Bridgewater.
Yeah, she's hanging out. She's always here with us.
Yeah, I respect and I appreciate that. Tamara, question. She's asking, what's the age category
Of what?
of the persons making the foodie calls?
I think young women. I mean, young women, right?
I think it's unlimited. Actually, I could see an older woman doing it as well.
No, but this was a few years ago when someone called me and asked me. She was like, "Hey, listen, where you taking me tonight?" So let's get back into other perspectives, right? So it says here that some argue that men who make such claims are projecting their own insecurities and lack of self-awareness rather than reflecting widespread behavior among women. That's nonsense.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to read it again. Some argue that men who make such claims are projecting their own insecurities. So if you called me saying, "Hey, where you taking me tonight? I'm hungry," or whatever, how am I projecting my own insecurities?
Mhm.
Like, how am I being insecure about you calling me to get for a free meal?
It's nonsense, man.
It is.
You can just
What did
wipe
Unika
that
say?
out.
Unika says, what did she say? She says, I did that. See, admitting it. She said, I did it once in college when I was waiting for my meal plan to be uploaded. But that was different. I think college is different. I think if you went away, if you was in the military or in college, on a campus, on a military installation, that's totally different.
What was the college meal plan? Ramen noodles?
Well, no. Not ramen noodles. The college meal plans you pay for. You pay for it, I think, every semester, and you get to eat. I think you eat 3 times a day.
Got it.
In school.
Got it.
It's the same thing when on a military installation, if you're away in the military, you get to the DFAC down the facility, eat for free, but some people just don't want to eat the DFAC because they don't have the money and they spend their money or whatever.
The DFAC is in the bag, right?
No, that's MRE.
The MRE. Okay.
That's the meals ready to eat. The DFAC is the DFAC is called the dining facility.
Gotcha.
To the DFAC.
Okay.
And depending where you're stationed, I mean, some DFACs make real good food. Like when I was in Germany and Panama, the food was excellent.
Okay.
My Spanish omelets, rice and beans, tostones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was delicious.
Okay.
It was delicious. All right. So listen, we're back on what a foodie call is. So we're here. Yes. And so dating etiquette, right?
Can we see a group of hands that do participate in the foodie calls?
Well, listen, we got a bunch of people here on TikTok.
Can we get some participation?
You got 10 new messages. Okay. I don't know how to read. On here. Is my mic going? Okay.
Check one.
So okay. Okay, you're gonna have to.
One.
Okay. All right, we got some little technical difficulties in the studio. I can't hear myself, but it's all right. We're working it out here. Listen, that's all
There
right
you
though.
go, I hear you.
Okay, here we're back on.
Back.
We're back on. You couldn't hear me in a minute. So I'm sorry, we lost train of thought, but I was going to dating etiquette, right? So dating etiquette, it's worth noting that dating etiquette and the expectations can vary greatly depending on an individual preferences and cultural norms. And you know what? I'm going to read that again, right? Dating etiquette, it's worth worth noting that dating etiquette and expectations can vary greatly depending on an individual preferences and cultural norms. That's huge. Like, I have my friend Pina, right? Pina, does very well for herself. She's in finance. Every time we go out, she wants to pay. And we're just friends, platonic friends. But she just moved here. She's here 2 years now from the UK. So whenever she wants to do something, and mind, she travels all the time. But I think, and she says it. She says, "Hey, in the UK, women don't mind paying." You know what I'm saying? I think it's a cultural thing. I think
difference. Yeah,
there is. I think even when we're gonna go out. I think next weekend when she had to cancel, she felt so bad canceling. She's like, "No," she's like, "This is my first time canceling with you." Like she was just so upset about it. Terry, what's going on? My boy Terry Lawson from North Carolina. Happy birthday, brother! It's Terry's birthday today, man. Happy birthday,
happy birthday,
man.
Happy birthday.
I met that brother. We used to work together at Nike Town when Nike Town opened up in New York City,
nice.
57th Street. So we're working together in Nike Town. So what's up, brother, man? What's going on? What's going on?
Happy born day.
Yes. So, yeah, I think, listen, I get it.
So you think more Americanized women are foodies? Foodie calling?
Well, the study is done in the U.S. I don't know where it's done abroad. I don't know. This is getting information from the United States. So 33% of women admitted to being a foodie call. But once again, I think that, and overall, dating has shifted so much with social media. I think people have become disingenuine. Like people aren't genuine anymore. It's always what can I get out of that person? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the selfies. I'm out. I'm dressed extravagantly and I want everyone to see what I'm doing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that
a lot of narcissism, man.
Yeah, that narcissism, selfies, and instead of just going out enjoying the moment. Like I said, you and I, we grew up in a different time where we go out a lot, and when I realized that when we go out, our phones aren't out. And we'll take pictures eventually. Like, we'll take pictures of food and stuff and take pictures together, but we go out, we're people watching and enjoying the time, enjoying the moment with each other and having a good time. And I think that people have lost sight of that.
Absolutely.
And I think, and I think also listen, I get things are expensive now. And people want to go certain places. They see certain things on social media. So now they want to go, especially women, and they want to see, who's going to pay for it. And I must say, listen, we go out a lot, but it's very interesting to see. What is interesting to see is when women are out together and the bill comes. Have you ever noticed that?
Everyone is dissecting what they spent.
Everyone is dissecting what they spent. Listen, women, when women are out, women are dissecting what they're getting. When we go out, what do? How much is the bill?
Yeah.
How much of us is here? And we're going to divide it. If it's 4 of us, divided by 4. If 5 of us, we divide it by 5. When women go out,
simple and plain.
And like I said, we've gone out enough. When women go out, listen, I have a story. Even Latrell told me that when she went out years ago with some girlfriends, that it was pure chaos at someone's birthday dinner at an expensive restaurant. Like they were literally, I didn't eat that. I didn't eat that. It's like 10 of them at the table, and crazy. And mind you, all these women who were there make over a good amount. I'm not saying what they make, but they make 6 figures.
How they say everyone has short arms and deep pockets.
That's right. Or
they want to look expensive and look cute, but when that bill comes, reality
wine
hits.
tastes beer budget.
Yes. Champagne wishes.
That's right. And you know what? Like I said, it's weird because every time we talk about something, a topic or something, we talk about something before we even see the next bullet point. Focus on connection. So here it is. Focus on connection, right? Ultimately, building genuine connections and finding compatible partners should be the primary goal of dating, rather than focusing on free meals or other superficial aspects.
Agree.
And they don't focus on the genuine connection. But it's so weird because women want a genuine connection. Oh, I want a 90s kind of love. 80s.
But a genuine connection to them, pardon me, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
Is you spending money on them.
I'm telling you it's not.
You taking them on trips. This is considered a connection to them.
I guarantee you folks right now who are dating in the dating world, I guarantee this.
I think we was the last of the greatest generation.
Last of the Mohegans of the 80s, 80s and 90s. That's right. Because we didn't have cell phones. We had to go outside and actually talk with each other, play with each other, knock on the door, Yo, can we go come outside? You know what I'm saying?
Ask
So
my
therefore,
mom.
you know, we had to literally, we had to make a genuine connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah, listen,
that's lost.
how many times we was kids? How many numbers you got?
Mhm.
You had to go and talk to a girl, get her phone number,
Yes.
and then you had to call her, and then
Yes. Build up your confidence.
and then because we had landline phones back then, if the phone was busy, you had to call back again. And you live with me, we had brothers and sisters, they was always at the phone.
But when we did get that call to go through, we would be on the phone for hours.
For hours. We'd be on the phone, or we sat in front of the building or the stoop or the park.
Connecting.
And that's why our generation is completely different, you know. So therefore, we didn't have, you know, you just wanted to go out with someone just to get a meal. You had someone to go out with because you wanted to spend your genuine and sincere time with that person. Like the connection was real. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, focus on connection. Ultimately, building genuine connections and finding compatible partners should be the primary goal of dating, rather than focusing on free meals and other superficial aspects. Listen, ladies, if that's your game, if that's your hook, if that's what you want to do, if you want to go out there and hang out with, you know, and get men to pay for your meals and get men to pay for your bills and get men to, it's going to, at a certain time in your life, it's going to switch off. And then you're going to come to a standstill and hit a roadblock and hit a brick wall, and the well will run dry.
I was just sitting here thinking, it's called social media, but there's no socializing, right?
None.
Right.
And when you do socialize or say something, they get offended.
Yes. This is an era of instant gratification.
That's right. Instant gratification. Everybody wants they want it right now, instant gratification. I'm happy you said that, because I was going to say something before. And what I was going to say is the 90-day rule. The 90-day rule really exists. And I don't mean that just sexually. I mean that in every aspect of your life. When you're going to get a job, you get a 90-day probation. Any job you get, your 90-day probation. You should have, and you know, Steve Harvey has, you know, act like a lady, think like a man, right? But a 90-day rule exists because if you're not intimate with that person sexually, you're not physical, and you build up a connection where you're just having a great conversation, you're going to have a better fulfillment in the relationship. Men tell women all the time. Women, and I say this a lot, women don't listen. They ask us what we want, but when we say what we want, they do the total opposite. Men are hunters. Barbershop talk, our guys in the barbershop always say, if I'm intimate with a woman, if I'm sexual with a woman, when I first meet her, that's it, I'm done. Because they've lost, there's no more desire.
Yeah, there's no more chase.
There's no more chase. You know what I'm saying? Men are telling you this, and y'all are still saying, oh, you know what? Well, give me a free meal. You want the free meal? That free meal goes with a cost.
I've heard women say that, why wait for the sex? Because if I date him for 6 months, and then we have sex,
it's
and
not
whack,
good.
Then it was a waste of 6 months.
That's what communication and comprehension is about. If you are intimate with someone, you need to be talking about what your sexual desires are. You need to be talking about what fulfillment it is. How can you want to be in an intimate relationship with someone and don't have healthy sexual conversation? You know what I'm saying? You gotta have healthy sexual conversation. It's normal. That's something that you need to do, is have sexual, healthy conversation.
Yeah.
What do you like? What don't you like? What bothers you? What doesn't bother you? I like the back door. I like the back door. I'm just being funny. But no, I like the back door. But I'm saying in all this, you know, in the world of dating is not rocket science. Is it easy? Yes, it's easy. It is hard. It is just as hard, but it's not rocket science. Do you like me? Yes, I like you. Do you want to get to know me? Yes, I want to get to know you. You know, these are the things that I like. Okay, since you like those things, I'm going to get to like those things too, because I want to know who you are and what you're about. So let's
so courtship is no longer a thing?
People don't court no more. They don't. Like I said, listen, women always say, I want an 90s kind of love, 80s kind of love. No, you don't. because those songs have depth and meaning to it.
They say, see how you just said bring back love songs?
Yeah.
Something like that. They say you can't bring back that before you bring back love. You got to bring back love first.
Yeah, love's in need of love, right? Tim Master, what's going on, brother? Man, I see you, man. Terry says female trap rappers are their role models and they don't promote relationships. That is true. Tamara also says, I thought we were talking about food. Eating was at the end of the night back then. Diner after the club. That's right. Unica says, I work in a high school and the fact of having conversation is lost. Everything is social media. If it doesn't get likes, it doesn't matter. Listen, I was out. We go out. We go out a lot. We go out. You see younger people. They're in the corner just doing this to each other.
Yeah.
You know, yes, we also talking about food. So listen, if you just tuned in Alvin After Dark, we're discussing what a foodie call is. So a foodie call, by definition, is a woman who only goes on a date with a man's sole purpose is for a free meal because they either can afford it or they don't want to pay for it. So they're taking advantage of, men in this situation. And listen, if you want to call in, 516-945-9099. And once again, that phone number is 516-945-9099 if you want to call in. Tamara's laughing. I don't know what Tamara's laughing at. Let's see. Listen, folks on TikTok, what's going on? How y'all doing?
Mary eating popcorn while she listens to the...
Hey, Nancy, what's going on? Owl Man, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Blue Ivy, what's going on? Donna, hey, what's going on, Donna? Thank you for joining in. Yusuf, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Alex Rockweed, what's going on, brother? Dora Romero, hey, what's going on, y'all? Frank Storm, hey, what's good? A lot of folks here on TikTok hanging out with us this evening. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate the love and support. Please hit the like button, like my page. Alvin Peters 76. I think it's Alvin Peters 76 on TikTok, and on Instagram is Alvin Peters 76. On Facebook is Alvin Peters. And once again, we are brought to you by Auto Lease Direct. If you're in the market for a new car lease, 516-442-4141. Also brought to you by Body Aqua, the fitness beverage. It is a metabolic boosting, diabetic friendly, vegan friendly, no caffeine, no colors. You know what I'm saying? It's also a veteran operated business. So what else we got going on? Oh, listen, we got less. You know what? For news, if I'm actually going to be on a Venus versus Mars panel this Saturday at a spot called Absoluto or Morris Park in the Bronx. I have no idea what I'll be doing, but I think I'll be doing something. 6 new messages. What are the 6 new messages? I can't read the messages. Okay. I'm new to TikTok, so I'm trying to figure out. It's a lot of people on TikTok.
Nice.
It's a lot of people on TikTok. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate you. She's to the university. Okay, so yes, I'm sorry, I got lost train of thought. So this Saturday I will be at Absoluto in the Bronx from 5 to 10. It's on Morris Park Avenue. So we're doing the Battle of the Sexes. I think it's Venus versus Mars. So I believe it's gonna be a live broadcast, I believe, from what the panel said.
Come show support and love to
also,
Alvin.
Definitely. Also, if you are a Lehman High School alumni, we're having a huge reunion again. Last reunion was at Pine Rooftop when it was on Eastchester Road in the Bronx. We had about 100 guests. So we're doing it again this year, July 26th. Information is out there on Facebook. You can also reach me 917-806-1604. Tickets is $150. It's going to be a cold display, antipasto display, breakfast station, lunch station, mimosas, Bellini, champagne, cannolis. So we're having a reunion again this year, 2025. For me, it's going to be my it will be my 30 years of high school. Damn. Hey, what's going on, Fix? What's going on? I see you out there. Thanks for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, you're tuning in to Alvin After Dark, which is brought to you by Auto Lease Direct and Body Aqua. And we're discussing what a foodie call is. A foodie call is a woman who wants to go out to eat with a man who she has no romantic interest in. So you know what, people who just tuned in, I'm going to read it again. It says the foodie call refers to the act of someone, typically a woman, accepting a date with someone that they are not romantically interested in solely for the purpose of obtaining a free meal. And the motivation is primarily behind a foodie call is to secure a free meal rather than the genuine desire for the relationship. And over 33% of women have admitted to having a foodie call.
Secure the to-go box.
They secured the bag. They secured the bag. They secured the bag. They secured they secured the food. But you know, it is truly amazing. Like I said, you know, you and I go out and we see things with people, things that they do, and it's very interesting, you know, the behaviors of women when they go out. You know, one day we were at Harlem Tavern. You weren't with us this day. We were at Harlem Tavern. I don't know where you were, but we were at Harlem Tavern watching a game. And it was these young ladies. We were by the communal tables, right? And we were at the communal tables in front of the bar. There was a table full of women. So the young lady kept walking past our table in between. So Tim goes, "You can't walk past. Next time you have to pay us a toll." She's like, and yeah, she was flirting with us. You know, she was cute. So she then says, "I don't have any money." So I said, "What the hell you mean you got no money?" You know how I am. I'm real comical. So I said, "What the hell you mean you got no money?" She goes, "No. So mind you, they've been there for about over a half an hour. So we had, you know, our drinks and appetizers on the table. They were sitting at the table with no food on their table. So they
was waiting to be offered?
Yes. They were waiting to be offered a meal or drinks. Because the young lady said to me, she said, "You're not gonna offer me a drink?"
You know, pretty women feel entitled to these things.
They do. She said, "You're not gonna offer me a drink?" She says, "I'm thirsty." So I remember coming over. I said, the waiter, I said, "Let's get her a glass of water."
Yeah, slide that water down.
I said, "Get a glass of water." She's like, "Oh, you serious?" And I was dead serious. "Yes, you thirsty, you drink water when you're thirsty. You need a drink." And she was like, "Well, I don't drink anyway. I have juice." I said, "Well, actually, cool." But
you got the nerve to have an attitude.
Her girlfriends were at the table and they were waiting for someone to come over who they were interested in, or maybe not interested in, to offer them a drink. And they sat there. It was about 45 minutes.
I believe it.
It was
sat there taking pictures.
They sat there and they were just sitting
fixing
there.
Their eyebrows.
Yes. It
checking their baby hairs.
Not the baby hairs and the eyelashes. Not the baby hairs. Listen, ladies, if you're over 30, stop with the baby hairs and eyelashes.
The extended version.
Stop it,
eyelashes,
please.
Especially.
And these wigs, stop. You know,
please.
You know what? It's each his own. I'm not. You know what? Just understand something. We grew up in a different time. We grew up in a different time where, you know, when we were going to high school, you know, it was either you had on you either wore extensions, so chicks got their head, you know, girls got their hair braided. They didn't wear, you know, wigs and weaves at that time. When we went, and they looked good when they got their hair braided. They came to school with their hair braided, fishbone braid, Bach braids, and it looked good on them. You know what I'm saying? I seen this girl this morning today. She had a long, the wig was down past her butt, and her eyelashes were like this. And crazy. I took my dad to get the haircut by Eden Wall, and my dad goes, "What the hell is she wearing?" My dad is 84 years old. And for my dad to say that, that's a lot. You know, my dad was like, "What is she wearing?" Like said, "What the hell is she wearing?" looking like a Muppet.
The Muppets.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Listen, if you're tuned in, thanks for tuning in. I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in and hanging out with us. We got about 5 minutes left or so. TikTok people, thanks for tuning in with us. We're live every single Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Alvin After Dark. We're discussing entertainment, fashion, health, and relationships. Also, I'm giving entrepreneurs a platform to market themselves, because last week we had Natasha, who's a pastor. She wrote the book. It's called A Strategic Prayer Manual for Believers. So she had a book signing and book launching this Sunday. I was there this Sunday. I purchased 2 books. I said I would go to the book launching if I had the time. I did. I was on military duty. After reserve duty, I left there. I went there, hung out with her for about last hour, and I bought 2 books. And she wrote some messages for me, my boy Rico, my partner here, my co-host here, hanging out. And she definitely did. Next week we got Marcus. Marcus is going to be here next week, who is a YouTube channel. He's on YouTube. His YouTube channel is called When She No Longer Cooks for You, Here's What You Do. I had the opportunity of being on his show when I made the lamb chops. Rico was negative. You don't like red meat. So the menu, you know, he wasn't going to eat. So, plus I think he was busy that day too.
Yeah.
He was busy I think it was Sunday. So I made lamb chops. I made asparagus, and I made little baby potatoes, seared potatoes. I cut them in half, and the whole thing was, his YouTube channel is called When She No Longer Cooks for You, Here's What You Do. I was also on a public access channel. I remember Derek, older brother from Eden Wall, light-skinned brother Derek, taller. You know who it is if you see him.
Yeah, I believe in him.
Yeah, so he inboxed me on instant message. He goes, "Yo, Al, are you on TV?" I said, "TV doing what?" He said, "You're cooking." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm on TV cooking." So listen, I was thrown down, and the whole thing was, his channel is called "When She No Longer Cooks for You, Here's What You Do." So when you're no longer in a relationship and you have to cook for yourself, making cooking easy and simple for men. And what I made was I made some lollipop lamb chops, right? And the key thing was I used a little bit of salt and pepper, garlic powder, and olive oil on all three things I used. So I did the same thing with the asparagus, same thing with the potatoes, and I seared them, and it was simple. And I made a little homemade strawberry shortcake. I went and got some Edam's pound cake. I sliced the pound cake. I put some strawberry jam on the plate. I placed the pound cake down. A little bit of whipped cream, and I had a little bit of chocolate syrup.
You very 5-star.
I'm 6 stars,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
I'm 6 stars. They ain't ready. They ain't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready for a free meal? Gonna come with a cost.
Come see him if you want a foodie call.
Drop it like it's hot. Pick it up like it's cold. LA, you got anything for the people before we leave?
No, not tonight, man. Good show.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay, listen. So once again, we're gonna put up on the screen real quick what I got going on. But I know we have one video, and we don't put up the video first before what I got going on. So we're talking about toxic relationships, right? So I know if you TikTok folks, you can't see this because it's on the screen here in the studio. So we're talking about toxic relationships. Here's another toxic relationship of a guy running from a woman in a car.
Send me that, bro. Send me that, bro. Oh my God! He jumped over that shit. Oh, please don't hit him no.
I didn't hit him with the car, y'all next.
Oh my God.
Believe it.
Oh shit.
He smashed her window. So she's trying to hit him with the car. He smashed not in a brick. It was like a center block, not that big.
He gonna have to fight that bitch.
Now she's about to try to run him over.
He already busted her window shield. What more? Oh shit!
Try to run him over, and she drives the car into the building.
What the fuck? Get out the car, bitch! Bro, this shit.
Listen, listen, I know that we put videos up all the time that make fun of serious situations, and that's our humor. We always want to make fun of serious situations. But on a serious note, if you're in a relationship and it gets to that level, walk away. There's no reason why. One, the young lady destroyed her car. She completely destroyed her car, like the other girl in Baltimore. Destroyed her car, ran a car into a building. He didn't. It wasn't a brick. It was a center block. He smashed her window. They're yelling back and forth at each other. But if you're in a relationship and it gets to that level, just walk away. It really would behoove you to just walk away. You don't have the time or the box of crayons to play with people's BS. Walk away. You don't need to do it. Walk away. It's just not right. Just
I got one thing to say.
What's that?
Ladies, let go of the bonnets, bring back the doobies and the doobie wraps.
Yes, let go of the bonnets and doobies. Get the washing set. Get the doobie. LA, anything for the people before we leave?
No, have a great weekend.
Thanks for joining us.
Listen, it's not the weekend yet.
I know it's almost hump day. And that shot of me and my picture for Wednesday's next week's show. This is it right here. So check it out. This is going to be Saturday. So Venus versus Mars, Alvin After Dark. I'm going to be on a panel of a live podcast panel discussing, I guess, Venus and Mars and Battle of the Sexes.
Men
I guess
versus women. Yeah.
That's right. Anything for the people before we leave?
Yeah. Bring back the doobie wrap.
Bring back the doobie. But listen, once again, I want to thank y'all for always tuning in to Alvin After Dark, which is brought to you by Autolease Direct, also brought to you by Body Aqua. We're here every single Tuesday night discussing entertainment, fashion, health, relationship, also making fun of serious topics. And remember, giving entrepreneurs a platform to market themselves. So catch me. If you want to catch me on Instagram, Alvin Peters 76. TikTok, Alvin Peters 76. Alvin Peters on Facebook. Come check me out. Remember, the good Lord don't put you through nothing you can't handle. It's all how you handle it. Peace out. Have a good night.
Freak Life 18.
That's right.
Instagram.
Peace out. There you go.